So I'm doing a contactor replacement. This one's bad. You see the little buttons missing, and it's all the contacts are actually dusting out. They're just breaking down internally. They're just dusting outwards. So you can see dust residue there. Over here, the same thing. But you can see more from the side. Here's an example. Here's a classic one right here. Boom, right there. All that is internal. Right there, where the contacts are at. They're getting worn. See that middle one? It's really black. You're going to get a lot of resistance off of that one. You see it. It's blackened out. So basically what was happening with this press, this is a Sutherland punch press. This machine would run normal, right? And all of a sudden it would just shut off. Boom. Turned off. And as a starter, I saw this guy. Then when I looked on the sides of these two, these were actually getting a lot of this dusty residue like this, like all over the place. You can see it. It's all over the place. Those are the contacts. So yeah, the point is we're going to replace all three of them as a preventative maintenance measure. I got one there and two down here. Just for reference, this is a 120 volt contact. It has two normally open contacts, two normally closed, 6 normally open, 120 volt coil. This is a Siemens control relay. See it right there. So yeah, it's compatible with these based on the coil. You can see it's 100, 110. Then you can see here the all their contact blocks. How many normally open they have? This is a completely normally open contact. All 6 terminals are normally open. So yeah, that's basically what it is, and we're just replacing it with brand new stuff. So it's not exactly OEM, but we can find similar and same functionality. And to get by with this wiring, to not cut it all up, because I already cut one up, the one back here, I got some snips, these, that actually cut through this terminal, through my ring, and now I can actually get them in there easily. I can just install them easily. Boom, right there, tighten the nut, and I'm out. Now the way I'm doing this is before I took off the contactor, I did an ohmage reading on each terminal, on the terminals that have wires, obviously, right? I do readings, then I press the button in and out just to make sure which is normally open, which is normally closed, and if it's working right. Then I write down a small schematic. You can see here. I'm doing number 2, the one in the center. So I basically give them a letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then I go down here, A, B, C, D, E, F, and I write what's on A. On A I have a red 141 and a red blank. I put red blank because I couldn't see the terminal number designation. But once you flip it, you can see it, see? So I would put red blank and leave a space there for whatever that number was, I would write it. But all blanks here seem to be the same number. So it's red 141, 141, and it connects to 150 red. So if it's, for example, right here, A1 is the coil. The actual magnetized coil that actually goes in and out so your normally open contacts can go closed at a certain moment, right? So this is an example. 127 connects with 21, neutral. So there you go. Red 27, since I finished that one already, red 127 on the coil, red 127, blank, which is 27 also, 127, connects to the white 21, and blank, which is 21. There's 2 white wires. And since I'm done with it, I already scratched it off. So since I got my coil done, it's done. But basically, I'm going to be going wire, circuit through circuit, making sure that everything's perfect here and here. And I actually took photos, but I'd rather make a schematic and have everything really simplified for when I'm going to replace a coil pack or a contactor or whatever. I want to be really precise, because you get one thing wrong on a machine like this, or your car, because I do cars also, or anything electronic, that's it. You're going to make it malfunction, you're going to smoke it. You're going to burn it out. So this is just a triple check measure. You got photos. Photos never lie to you. That's a saying from an old friend. So I got photos. I got schematics. and then I just hook it up, and that's it. So this is the contactor replacement briefing, how-to. So basically it. I'm gonna do all 3 of them. I just started with the middle one. I should have started from in out, but it's gonna be too many wires playing around, so I just try to do one by one, even though it might be uncomfortable. But I got some long screwdrivers, so yeah, that's basically it. And just in case, it's locked out. The main power for this machine is locked out. And I know this is not the screwdriver for this stuff. It's the Weeha one, the plastic one. I'm just using it as a reference on the video. Oh yeah, just as a tip. So every time, if you see these double wires on the contactors, I just put a strap on them. Put a strap on them. That way you'll make sure that they never disentangle and you won't mix them with somebody else. So you got your photos, you got your notebook, you got your straps, and while you're installing, right? For example, this wire right here. While you're installing, just push the number back. Really hard for me to do it with one hand, but I'll try to do it. Alright, I'm going to try to illustrate it with this one. Or this one. Alright, the point is, you push the tab back, you install the wire, then you push it down. Then what's going to happen is you're going to have every wire with their number visible. See that? 127, 41, 30, 28. You see? Because if you just pound them in there without pushing the tab back, you're going to have this. You're barely going to see that 150 if you go under it, but you could have seen it from the top if you just pulled the tab down before you installed it. I could fix this one if I wanted, but not necessary. But you get my point. The point is, try to work in the simplest, most easiest way possible for yourself. And this is another tip. Just push the strap back, push the number back, install, tighten down, and then pull down the numbers and make sure it looks very nice like this. And that's it. That's another tip. To do this very last one on the corner, I gotta release all 5 wires here, all 5 wires down here, slide all these guys to the right, slide this guy to the right a bit, slide this guy to the right, and then do this guy. And I'll be done. But yeah, it's basically sometimes what you gotta do. Well, obviously I took out this circuit breaker. I had to take it out. And I'll be redoing these terminals. Look at how small those look. Everything. There we go. Now the numbers, they look perfect. There you go. Contactor replacement. Now to take them off again, I had to take off all these fuses, push them to the side, take this guy out first, push this guy to the side first, then take this guy out completely, push all these to the side, then play with my room over here to actually fit these guys. And there you go. Beauty. Electro cube.